What's up? This is Big Boy. Y'all know what time it is. Savannah's finest, Seaport's finest. I'm hanging out with the big guy on the Frenzy. It's going crazy, the sports frenzy. And we're going to do it like this right here. Yeah.
And now for the Frenzy, powered by Savannah State University. You can get anywhere from here.
Good evening, high school football fans. Welcome to this playoff edition of the Frenzy right here on WJCL News. As always, the Frenzy powered by Savannah State University.
That's right. The state playoffs rolling on for several Coastal Empire squads. And for teams in Single A, it was the first round of the postseason.
Sure was. Single A being split into public and private playoff brackets now following the regular season. So it was win or go home time for those teams, including Calvary Day, who earned the #1 seed on the private side of things. The Cavs hosting Christian Heritage tonight. Like I said, Calvary, the #1 seed, and of course they're battling, looking for a new quarterback. Sal Calderon is done for the season with that injured leg, so they're going to go to their workhorse. How about this? Robert Hayward getting a call here in the second quarter. He's going to do some work between the tackles, pull away, taking it deep into Christian Heritage territory. A couple plays later, it's quarterback Brent Sanders filling in admirably. Here he is calling his own number. He's going to find his way into the end zone, giving the Cavs the 7-0 lead. The Calvary defense, well, they were doing their part to keep this thing a shutout in the early goings. Christian Heritage throwing deep, but Jeremiah Mercer going to come up with the interception. He then has the long return back into Christian Heritage territory. Tell you what, let's fast forward to late in the first half. Actually, 0.7 seconds left on the clock. Cavs going to give the ball to Mercer now on offense, and he's going to head right. Looks like he's going to be bottled up, but looks to be deceiving. He's going to emerge from the pack, and Mercer going to take it down the sidelines for the touchdown. Calvary jumps out to the 14-0 lead at the half, and they never look back. Calvary Day moving on. They are 26-7 winners over Christian Heritage. Out at Garden City Stadium, the Savannah Christian Raiders focused and ready for their postseason opener. The Raiders hosting Pacelli out there at Garden City Stadium. Savannah Christian going to waste no time, set the tone in this one. A couple minutes in, Joshua Chambly going to get into the end zone on the option keeper. It was quickly 7-0. More from Chambly and the Raiders moments later from near midfield. Again, the keeper, and again, Chambly going to pull away and get into the end zone. Savannah Christian opening up a 14-0 lead. Pacelli looking to get something going on offense. The pass could be deflected, but then caught. However, the Vikings then going to fumble the ball. Raiders there to recover. Takes the home team just 2 plays to extend their lead. The quick little pass out to Demetrius Robertson. Robertson, tell you what, he's going to turn that little pass into a big play. He's not going to be caught. He goes the distance for the touchdown. It was 21-0 Savannah Christian at the end of the first quarter. Home team, well, they're not letting up in the second quarter. Nick Bateman going to plow his way across the goal line to make it 28-0. And folks, the route was on. There was an Alabama coach in the crowd. Of course, Demetrius Robertson has verbally committed to Alabama. He's going to like this. Demetrius Robertson getting a handoff. Yeah, look what I can do. Just going to cruise right into the end zone. His second touchdown of the first half. Savannah Christian moving on. They are 49-26 winners over Pacelli. All right, and following Savannah Christian's win, head coach Donald Chumley getting a well-deserved Gatorade shower. It was Chumley's 100th victory as head coach there at Savannah Christian. Congratulations, coach. He and the Raiders will next travel up to Mount Perrin next week for a second-round matchup.
Or hopefully Chumley will get his 101st win.
There you go.
Sandy Creek and Jessup to play at Wayne County. After a Sandy Creek turnover, the Jackets give it right back after the interception throw by Seth Cleary. Patriots, they don't do anything. Then it's Cleary with a strike to Anthony Yoder for the first down. But this drive would stall as well. It'd be a defensive battle through most of the first half in this one. Sandy Creek backed up into their own end zone on third down. A big stop for Wayne County that leads to good field position, which leads to Cleary making a nice diving, or Yoder making a nice diving catch from Cleary. And later in the drive, it's going to be Cleary who's going to take it in for the score. It'll be 7-0 Yellow Jackets. But Sandy Creek, they get the ball right back, and this is going to be Trey Walker, the Christian branch, who is going to go up for it and then avoid a tackle, and he's going to be in for the score. Sandy Creek, they are going to knock out Wayne County out of the state playoffs. They go on to win this one 29-7. The final. In other GHSA playoff action, Pierce County is going to rout Oconee County 49-8 in AAA. The news not as good for Appling County. The Pirates are done after a 54-3 loss at Albert County, and one of the biggest upsets of the night happened down in Waycross. Ware County upset by Mays 21-18. Take a look at Glen Academy springing up the upset at Creekside 31-21. The final.
All right, still plenty more highlights and scores to get to here on the Frenzy. We'll take a look at action in Class AA, including Benedictine, Vidalia, and Screven County, all looking to advance.
That's right. It was the state semifinal time in the GISA. We'll let you know how Memorial Day in Pinewood fared as well. That's all when the Frenzy continues. Stick around.
On WJCL News at 11, time to get back to the highlights, and we're going to begin in AA.
That's right, Vidalia still undefeated, and that means home field advantage again in round 2. Tonight, the Indians welcoming Coosa to the reservation.
Let's go ahead and get out there. The Indian faithful have had plenty to cheer about this season, and they did early in this one as well. Already 7-0 Indians. You can make that 14-0. Reigning Enmark Player of the Week, Jordan Black, keeps off the left side. He's going in for the touchdown. 14-0 Vidalia. Coosa going to respond. Tristan Bryant getting a call. He finds a hole, gets in for the touchdown, cutting the Indian lead to 14-7. The Vidalia offense comes back on the field, and they begin moving goalward once again. Black again keeps, and somehow he's going to emerge from that little scrum over there. Watch the spin. Here's Jordan Black going down the sidelines into Coosa territory. A couple plays later, it appears the Indians extend their advantage. Nathan McBride with the rock. He's headed this way for the apparent touchdown. However, a penalty going to bring that one back. No worries. Couple plays later, it's McBride once again getting the call. No flags this time. McBride once again into the end zone. This time it counts. Give them 6. Vidalia continues to roll. Up next for them, a showdown with Greater Atlanta Christian. Vidalia tops Coosa 45-14, the final. Benedictine with a long road trip up to Rabun County. Long way from home, but a happy bus ride back to the SAV. Cadets are moving on. They will next face Lovett, thanks to the 42-9 win up there at Rabun County.
Staying in AA, Screven County Gamecocks hosting Heard County. The Gamecock defense looking to set the tone. Kim Hunter is going to come up and register the big tackle for the loss. The Screven County offense then, they come out on the field and they get going on the ground. The late pitch goes to Tavares Johnson, who moves the ball into Heard County territory. A couple plays later, more from the Gamecocks on the ground. This time, it's big C.J. Wright getting the call. He pounds his way across to the end zone. It'll be 6-0 Screven County, but Heard County, they roll back and they win this one 28-6, the final.
All right, let's get Dave Williams in here now, and Dave's spending the night over in the Pecan Grove, where Claxton was opening up the Single-A public playoffs.
And just miles away, Pinewood Christian looking to advance to the state championship game.
That's right, guys. Earlier in the show, we saw the Single-A private schools in action. Time to take a look at the Tigers, who were hosting Dooley County. And it was the first time since 2001 that the Pecan Grove has hosted the state playoff game, and there was plenty of excitement in this one, with Dooley County up 9-7 in the second. Quarterback Jordan Miles sets up the Bobcats with a nice run. Then on the next play, Miles hits LaTorrance Childs over the middle in the end zone. PAT no good, 15-7 Dooley County. But Claxton answers right back on their next possession. It's Cornelius Taylor. He'll call his own number, and that was a good call. He goes around in, dives for the pylon, and he's in 15-13 Dooley. The Tigers, though, go for 2 and the tie and get it. Zach Grant doing the honors, and we go to intermission tied at 15 apiece. Dooley County, though, would respond on their first possession of the second half. Quarterback Jordan Miles finding the happy hunting ground, and the Bobcats lead 22-15. Claxton, though, marches downfield again, but have to settle for the Dakota Tillman field goal to cut it to 22-18. They get no closer as the Tigers' season comes to an end as Dooley County wins 29-24. Just a few miles away in Belleville, Pinewood Christian looking to advance to the GISA AAA state title game as they host John Millage. And it was Pinewood's running game clicking in this one, particularly Preston Campbell, the nice run there. Then it's Campbell up the middle and all the way down to the 1-yard line. Well, Caleb Schumann, well, he would finish things off. He will find the payoff pasture, and it's 7-0 in favor of the Patriots. Meanwhile, Pinewood's defense, well, they were rising to the challenge. Watch a whole host of Patriot defenders here to meet the ball carrier. He had nowhere to go, but Millage does eventually get its offense going. Cody Miller with a run deep into Pinewood territory. A few plays later, it will be Miller finding the end zone. The PAT no good. 7-6 Pinewood would pull it out with a late TD to advance to the state title game, 28-21. And congrats to Memorial Day. The Blue Thunder go on the road in the GISA AA semifinals, and they knock off Georgia Christian 21-14. Memorial Day will play for a state championship next Saturday in Macon. The Blue Thunder will face Piedmont in the AA championship game at Mercer University. Frank, Stephanie?
All right, thanks, David. As David just told you, you got Memorial Day taking on Piedmont. That game will kick off at 3 o'clock over at Mercer University. Then in the nightcap, you have Pinewood taking on Westfield, the defending state champs.
I was going to say the defending state champs, so Pinewood looking to go up against the defending state champs. Of course, Memorial Day, they're defending their own title.
There you go. Memorial Day playing well as we come down the stretch. All right, we are coming down the stretch here of this edition of The Frenzy. We're going to take another quick break, but when we return, we're going to sort out some of tonight's playoff scores, the finals, who's moving on to basketball, all that and much more when we